Have you ever tried to learn a really cool magic trick, but it always goes wrong because that one sleight of hand in that magic trick is just too hard to perform? But fear not, I have a magic trick that takes no sleight of hand. It's a really good magic trick, and literally anyone can learn it. And to show you that it's a really good magic trick, let me show you the performance.
Now to start off, I'm gonna give this deck a bit of a shuffle, okay? I can even allow the spectator to shuffle the cards. Now, I'm actually gonna allow the spectator to cut anywhere they want, okay? So let's say they cut like right about here. Doesn't matter, they can cut the deck, does not matter the place. And I'm gonna finish the cut like this, and we're gonna take a look at the top 2 cards, and these cards will determine what the spectator's card will be. So in this case, it's a king and a 7, okay? Now, I'm going to deal the values of each of these. Now, since the king is a face down, face card, in this little game trick, we are going to say that the king, queen, jack are all 10s. They represent 10, and then the 7 represents 7, as you know. So I'm going to deal 7 cards down, just like this. 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I'm going to deal 10 cards right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like that. And now we're going to take the sum of these two, which is 17, and we're going to count from 17 to 20, okay? And that's how you're going to find your card. So 18, 19, 20, and the 20th card is going to be your card. So in this case, the 20th card, I'm not going to look, is this card. I promise I'm not looking. This is going to be your card, okay? Now, what I'm going to do now is we're going to lose your card back into the middle of the deck. We're going to take all of these other cards right here, and we are going to place it in the middle of the pack, just like that. And this is very truly in the middle of the pack. I'm not keeping any breaks whatsoever. It's not the top card, and nor it is the bottom card, few cards either. So just to keep that in mind. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to deal a face-up card pile and a face-down card pile. And if you see your card in the face-up pile, the spectator would say stop, okay? So we're going to deal down, and I want you to tell me when to stop. Okay, so now the spectator wouldn't say stop here because I don't think they saw their card. So we're gonna keep going with this face down pile. We're gonna keep dealing down. All right, I'm guessing you didn't see your card there either, so we're gonna keep going. All right, I'm guessing you didn't see your card there. We're gonna keep going one more time. All right, now we have gone through basically the entire deck, which is 49 cards here, and here is 49 cards, and these are 3 cards. Now, I'm gonna put these down onto the table. I can mix them up a bit, it doesn't matter, and I'm gonna allow the spectator to choose 2 cards. Let's say they choose these ones, okay? We're gonna keep these 2 right here that they picked, and we're gonna get rid of this one, which was the Ace of Hearts. Now, I'm gonna get rid of 1 card, or the spectator's gonna get rid of 1 card. Let's say they pick this one right here, okay? They pick this one, okay? We're gonna get rid of this one, okay? And now we have gone through a shuffled deck. I cut the cards, well, they cut the cards actually, and we got your card. We put it back into the middle of the deck, and we did the thing where face up, face down, face up, face down, and it didn't appear in the face up pile at all. And yet we are now left with your card, which is the 3 of clubs. Now this trick is a very fun trick to perform, and it's really easy. Doesn't take any setup or sleight of hand, and it's a really fun trick to perform.
Okay, stop, because I almost forgot to mention that you need 52 cards to perform this trick. If you don't have 52 cards in this deck, the trick will not work. So make sure you have 52 cards. Anyway, let's get back to the video. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start out with a shuffled deck. Okay, it can be even a borrowed deck. Now, after you're done shuffling, you can allow the spectator to cut anywhere they want, and this is a true cut. They can cut anywhere they want. Just say where they cut is gonna determine where, what your card is. So then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the top 2 cards of the deck. So in this case, it's a queen
and a 7. So now you're going to do this thing, and this is all math. So this is a math problem, but you won't have to do any math really. So you're going to say that all the face cards equal 10, aces equal 1, if you, out of curiosity, if you really wanted to. And then, 7s equal 7s. So then you're going to do is you're going to say, I'm going to deal the value of these cards. So let's say we do 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And to make for a better effect of this trick, I'd recommend kind of dealing out these cards kind of fanned out like that, so they see that that's 7 cards. And then you're going to deal out 10 cards for this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And as you can see, I fanned it out so they can see. And you're going to tell them that we're going to count from the sum of these two. So 10 plus 7 equals 17. You're going to count from 17 to 20. So you're going to do 18, 19, 20. And the 20th card is going to be their card. Now for the performance, you're not going to look at it, but for the tutorial, we are. So it is the 9 of hearts. And then you're going to say, we're going to put your card back into the middle of the deck. And you're going to do this in a very specific way. You're going to gather up all these cards here. And gather up all the other cards that are on the table, except for these ones, which is the main pack. You're going to put them all together, and then you're going to put their card on the bottom of this pack. And what it does is it puts their card in exactly 22nd position. And in the 22nd position, what that means is mathematically, it'll be last if you're doing face up, face down. So you gotta remember it is in the 22nd position. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna say, we're gonna deal a face up pile and a face down pile. And if you see your card in the face up pile, then you say stop, okay? And what you're gonna do, and this is very important, what you're gonna do is you're going to deal face up each time first. If you deal face down first, they're gonna see their card. But if you deal face up first, they will not see their card. So you want to deal face up first every time. And they're gonna say stop whenever they see their card, and by the end of it, they won't see their card. All right, so after you do that, they probably didn't say stop. If they did say stop, you probably messed up the trick. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna say, okay, you didn't see it in here, so we're gonna keep going with the face down deck. You're gonna grab the face down deck. Again, you're gonna deal face up first, and then you're gonna keep going. And then after that, you're gonna ask them if they saw their card at all. They're gonna say no, obviously. And then you're gonna keep going. Remember, face up first. Now what you're gonna say is we're gonna do this one more time, and if you don't see your card, we're gonna do something else. You're gonna do that. You're gonna do face up first, like always, and then if you deal 3 cards down, just like that, you're good to go. Now when you take these 3 cards, you're going to immediately know that the center card right here is always gonna be their selection. In this case, it's gonna be the 9 of hearts, and it is actually the 9 of hearts. So just always keep in mind that the center card is their selection. It's going to be very important for what's going to happen right now. So what you're going to do is you're going to deal down the 3 cards kind of like this, and you're going to mix them around. You're going to I'm going to mix them around, and make sure you keep track of their card, okay? So now it's right here. Then you're going to say we're going to play a little game, and I want you to choose 2 cards from the 3. Okay, let's say they choose these 2. Now these 2 this card is their selection, and this one is not. Now this is a fun thing called Magician's Choice. And if you already know how to do Magician's Choice, this part of the trick will be fairly easy for you to understand. So what you're gonna do is if they choose these 2, which is one of them is their selection, you're gonna say, okay, we're gonna keep these, we're gonna get rid of this one. You see what I did there? So I say they chose these 2, all right? Then you're gonna say, okay, we're gonna get rid of these, and then you can reveal to them that this was their selection, okay? Now let's say they choose these 2, and you're gonna keep those, get rid of this one, and what you wanna do to make a better effect is to just deal it up, face up, to show that that wasn't their card, and the magic is working. And it's a really fun, like small detail that you can do in that trick. And then you're gonna say, okay, now I want you to choose 1 card from here. Let's say they choose this one. You're gonna say you're gonna keep this, and we're gonna toss this one. You're gonna deal it up, face up. And then you're gonna say, okay, we've gone through shuffles. It's your deck if you borrowed it, and you've cut to a random spot in the deck. We went from there. You selected a card. We put it back into the middle of the deck. We did face up, face down, but it somehow seems that your card has somehow magically been the 9 of Hearts. And if you want to know another trick like that, I'd recommend clicking that link right there. It is a no setup, amazing magic trick that anyone can do, no slights, again, like this one. Recommend checking that one out. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Oh, and also subscribe.